Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. Today we are continuing our V series after we've built an awesome deck. I'm quite happy about it. Played a lot of games on ladder with it today. I'd say win rate is about 60%. It does very well. I did modify it a bit. I will post a newer version sometime today or tomorrow once I feel comfortable with the modifications. But today we are continuing with the V tradition because we have unlocked V with our last weekly vault, and we're gonna combine V with whatever else we can find and whatever else we can make a viable deck with. So today is Vimacia. So it's Piltover Zone plus Demacia, and we've got Thermogenic Beam, set 3 of Cloud Field, Radiant Strike. Radiant Strike is actually really good with V or whatever else we can find, but definitely you can use it on V and surprise your opponent. We've got Bright Steel Protector to put that barrier. We've got Mystic Shot, Single Combat, Dawn Speakers. Now, this is an interesting card. I've toyed around with it for a little bit. It's an epic card, so it's pretty hard to craft. As you can see, 1200 gems, or shards, or whatever they're called here. Round end, ground other allies, +1/+1 if an ally died this round. So make sure you have this baby on the deck whenever you tend to sacrifice via trade. That is very important, because all your other allies will just get buffed over and over again. So it's a very nice addition in my opinion, given the fact that it's a mid-range deck. We've got Mystic Shot, Single Combat, already talked about it, Loyal Badger Bear, 3 copies, Prismatic Barrier, more of that barrier, Relentless Pursuit. Now this is, in my opinion, a very good spell as a mid-range. Why? Because you can use a good board to defend, trade favorably, wipe the opposition, wipe out the attackers, and then play Relentless Pursuit. And what happens is that you rally and you are able to attack even when it's the defensive round. So you just place all of your creatures from stage into attack mode and let it rip. It's pretty amazing what you can do with it. Grizzled Ranger, when it dies, it's a scout. When it dies, it summons a Loyal Badger Bear. It's very nice. Somewhat I inspired with a few of the cards here from the Demacia mid-range Bannerman, but we have none of the Bannerman, because we don't have them. Radiant Guardian, 2 copies, V, 3 copies, Redoubled Valor. Now, Redoubled Valor fully heal an ally, then double its power and health. And Judgment, or a battling ally strikes all battling enemies. That's pretty much it about the deck. The synergies are just to play on a curve. The curve is pretty decent. I built it so that you can benefit the most from it. Remember to use a barrier only when necessary, because V has tough, and pretty much you want to play just as mid-range. You'll mostly encounter aggro and control. As versus a control, I'd recommend trying to push. You'll see you'll lack a bit of the attacking creatures that the aggro decks have. Nonetheless, if you manage to get a good curve from the starting end plus the upcoming cards, you should be able to compensate, because V is pretty hard to remove unless Will of Ionia is used. So, in my opinion, I don't know. You test it for yourselves if you have the time. If you don't, just watch me playing it and watch me testing them, because I test stuff so you don't have to. Well, you can all fit all the decks that I'm building in this period, you could all fit them in budget decks. Why? Because, as I mentioned, and I always mention, until I manage to get a collection up and running, top notch, it's basically just scraps, wire, and duct tape. But I'm happy about it. I am getting to understand how to use the cards that I have. Low battery. How to use the cards that I have at the maximum value and get maximum value out of them. So let's hop on to some gameplay and see how this day goes. Okay. V is the only hero here. Could have included Garen, but I didn't want to. It's just one copy. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Fighting against a Demacia and Freljord. Let's get rid of that. Now remember, every card that you play is a buff for V. Let's see how you deal with this one. Brom. Okay. We have answers for Brom. We just need to... Damn it. Uh-huh. Okay. What is that? Brom is suddenly 2-7. Do we have what it takes to get rid of him? Have a riposte. Yeah, I think that's going. That's what we're going to use. But I'm not very happy with using riposte. Yeah, I'm gonna play the scout. The Badger Bear won't be dead anyway. It'll just be 2 damage. Which is something that the Badger Bear can easily tank. Okay. Now let's bring V. And we've got a 5-5 in V already. Garen. Okay, this changes things a bit. We'll be going for Garen first. Say goodnight, ugly. I'm just gonna try to bait my opponent into using V as a challenge creature for Brom. Single combat. Ouch. You know what? If we use riposte, that's going to be too much. I'm just gonna buff up V using other spells. Now she's A7 and has barrier, so Brom is dead. And we also got another creature in the process. I'm beginning to see combos everywhere. I'm starting. I'm not there yet, but not at that level. But I'm slowly beginning to see stuff. Crappy Fisher, if you're watching, you should be proud of me. Well, too bad we lost V. Now it's going to become fun. Why? Because every creature that we sacrifice into trade, the others will just get buffed. And we have a scout, which we can use to bait our opponent into trading, or just leave it be and allow us to deal some damage. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let him die. Sorry, mate. We got a badger bat. At the end of the turn, both badger bears and that 2/2 will just get buffed, +1/+1, which is nice. Pretty nice, considering our opponent is almost out of cards, almost the same as us. We just have one more. Well, let's get rid of that challenger. And I want to do that because my opponent, due to that 3/3 spawn effect, has a 4 Demacia in hand. Meaning, all creatures, all units on the board on his side, all his allies get +3/+3, which is not something that I want. Never mind. Sit 3 of the bold. Yeah, we're just gonna riposte her. I think we can allow for some damage. Just need to figure out which one to trade. I think I'm gonna trade the 4/4. Yeah, the one that's intact. Why? Because that will allow me to buff up that 5/3 to a 6/4, and the 3/3 to a 4/4, and the 1/4 to a 2/5. Cha-ching! I'm gonna save up this one with a barrier, get rid of Cythria, and it was a pleasure. Opponent is down to 4 mana, 2 spell mana. Ooh, riposte. We got quite a lot of mana to play both riposte and Relentless Pursuit. So my opponent, oh, okay, good game, yeah. I just overthrew him. That was a very good game. Okay, moving on to the second game of the night, and after this we're gonna call quits. We got work in the morning. I'm pretty much tired. Today was not really horrible, but I spent a lot of today just digging into some old code, some relics of the past, because somebody wants to migrate something from old technology to new technology. And guess who happens to know all those ancient languages in which humanity used to program? I'm not that old, by the way, but I did learn programming at a very young age, around 7 years old. And I started with BASIC. Then I went to C, then I went to C++, then I went to Java, then I went to C#, .NET, blah 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 blah, Angular, JavaScript, ECMAScript. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot. And we've got also a lot of cards we can pick from. I'm just gonna overcrowd opponent here. There's no V in sight. Let's see if our opponent dares to defy us and just try to attack. That's one creature versus 4. Yep, mate, I know. this is usually what happens when you play a mid-range barrier Demacia. Looks like this match is from this point onwards we're creatureless. Our hand is filled with spells. Let's get rid of that. Because why not? Because next turn... Boo! 4 creatures attacking. Take that. And this and that and that. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Oh, emote spam. Okay, it stopped. Thank you. I always appreciate if you don't emote spam, because I'm not an emote spammer myself. I'm just putting out emotes from time to time. If I don't respond, it's probably because I'm focused on what the heck do I have in hand. So don't think I'm not responding because I'm just an asshole. Okay, that's a big one. The thing is just one. Opponent used up all his mana. Let's try and get rid of it completely. That's 2 creatures for 1, which I'm perfectly fine with. Why? Because next turn I can summon Radiant Guardian. 5/5 lifesteal, tough. Oh, that's just mean, man. That's actually well played. He just buffed it with a +1/+1, basically denying me the double trade. That's a good play. And I salute you. But unfortunately, I'm still forced to eliminate that unit. So, double single combat. Double dual single, what the... Yeah. Oh no, come on. Don't tell me it's another buff. No, he tricked me. He got me there. Well played. If you see yourself in this video, please leave a comment. Because that was some epic spell play there. I really love the stack of actions in this game. It's pretty much amazing. It all comes down to how you order and who comes on top. It's brilliantly thought, at least in this aspect. I'm not in the posture of giving a full review because honestly I'm still learning. Uh-oh. You know what? My opponent is out of mana. Meaning, there's no way that my opponent can, I don't know, put a barrier, protect, or whatever. So I can just get rid of 1 card. And I've got a 2 attack and a 5 attack. Regardless of what my opponent blocks, the game ends. And I thank you for your match, kind sir. Good game. Good game. Yeah, so Vimacia is a viable and decent build for you guys to test it out. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.